it's like, I don't know, like with a painting or with a book, and I guess with poetry too, there's like a collective idea of like if enough people that know enough about the thing say it's a good song, then there's almost an objectivity of goodness that it reaches. You know, like if a bunch of music critics with different perspectives on most music all agree that this new album is really good, there's like sort of an intersubjective objectivity that arises, right? There's no objectivity when it comes to preference. So your aesthetic preferences, I like this artist, I like this music, I like this poem, that's just pure subjective. But if a lot of people who know their shit intersubjectively sort of all come to a conclusion like, yes, this is good, you know, then a sort of objectivity arises out of the intersubjectivity, right?
Yeah.
And so then you're like, okay, even if I don't understand this poem or this book or this song, the critics or people in general that know what they're talking about and spend a lot of time thinking about this stuff, they all agree that this is worthwhile. And so there's like, then you can, that's as close as you can come to saying this is objectively good. But with poetry, it's really interesting because, I mean, what is poetry at its core? It is using, in my opinion, I could be wrong about this or people could disagree, but it's using language as creatively as you can to provoke an emotional response, you know? And using language creatively also means it's not an essay. You're not writing prose. You're not writing out an argument. You're using language in like a very short form way, so you don't have a lot of wiggle room. There's no room for filler. You have, like, really, I mean, in a great poem, almost every single word is playing a role in sort of evoking within you some sort of feeling, some sort of emotional reaction, right? Because if you don't have an emotional reaction, then like, how could you enjoy a poem?
Right, and it's a lot like jokes in a way.
That's a good
one. Like the economy of words that you have is really important. You know, like, for instance, a good bit is like if a guy just had too many descriptions, or he didn't really nail it, or he wasn't giving it his all on like a voice he was doing, or it was kind of absurd in the beginning, but then it was like talking more directly to the audience. It mismatched, stuff like that. Like, it's in the sort of sense of like, in a way that's not artistic, like how good you are at editing. Like in a way that you the most bang for your buck in a certain sense of like, it's like that famous the Ernest Hemingway 6-word story where it's like baby shoes for sale, never worn, or something like that. It's like he's like, you can't make a sad story. And Ernest Hemingway was
that's
like,
really interesting.
Let me drink a bunch of vodka and barf, and then which I don't get what's sad about it, man. It's like, baby shoes for sale, like they don't need shoes. But anyways, the thing I was going to bring up,
shoeless babies. Yeah.
Oh my God, Brett.
Fuck, how do we do it?
This is why we do it.
This is why we do this.
No.
Dude.
So here's the thing, though.
Hit me with it.
When you get, I always use this as an example because it's so crazy to me. You think about something like the Emmys, where you talk about the objectivity of something being good or something being bad as terms of like poetry or anything, right? The thing I could never understand is that during those years in the Emmys, they would have a show like The Office. Like, The Office is, say what you want, maybe it's generic, it could be like, you know, it has a cast to a wide audience. It's very cleverly written. There's a lot of really, like, just, like, quick examples of, like, really good jokes. Like, immediately it's rapid fire, and the acting is done well. Steve Carell is amazing in it. It's, like, really done well, right? Then you have The Big Bang Theory, which is basically like somebody pissing hepatitis into my mouth.
Right.
It is like the most stale, awful laugh track thing in the world.
But it's successful. Wildly successful.
Which, you could understand that, right? You could understand it's successful. People like music that maybe you don't think is very good. It's just music to their ears in a certain way. But the crazy thing
Chapel Roan,
the crazy thing about the Emmys, right?
Shout out.
Is that it was The Office against The Big Bang Theory, and it was a close call. But my thing is like, how is it close? Everything that makes The Office good is what shows is bad about The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I think in
the lack of nuance.
I think in that context, it's disproportionately influenced by the technical and statistical success of the show. So Big Bang Theory, because I think it appeals to the lowest common denominator in so many ways. It fucking sort of disqualifies itself as like genuinely an interesting, unique, creative work for a lot of people that have a sort of high standard.
Right.
But in the Emmys and stuff, and just in the whole world of the TV industry, at the final analysis, what really matters is what are your numbers? How many people watch? And so when the people that are running the Emmys see that this show is the number one show, right? It's not like an artistic, critical engagement with the depth of the show. It is a sort of like, this show is just statistically, and in that sense, objectively successful. I mean, therefore, that is the criteria that we're using. So it is in the running for being one of the best shows, right? I think that's what's happening specifically with the Emmys.
But isn't it funny? The Emmys is supposed to be about merit of the show. It's not supposed to be about
But it's all an industry thing, right? It's run by the industry. It's all the people there are from the industry, and what makes the industry rise or fall, succeed or fail, is precisely the amount of numbers that you get, which translates into advertising dollars. So like that whole dynamic has so captured, the people in that room and the decision making, that it's just like, how could we not put Big Bang Theory up as one of the best shows when it is objectively leading all the other shows in ratings?
So Brett, here's my question to you, honestly.
Yeah.
If something is a piece of art and it's objectively terrible, well, I'm using that word objectively now, but like it's not good. It's not like in terms of like Big Bang Theory is not witty or something, but it has an audience of so much stuff, and it brings, I guess, laughter to so much people. Does it then become good? Can you deny that it's good? Can I deny that the Big Bang Theory is basically? Can I say it's bad?